After 5 dreadful papers, I am rewarded with 2 more papers. And guess what? OCR decided that studying 16 chapters at once isn't enough, and needed us to study the entire specification. My diet has been horrible, my mental health is worse than the average Discord user, I gave up my social life, turned down multiple girls, not have the urge to buy Hades 2, and even sold my soul to the devil at some point. And the only thing that keeps me running is caffeine, Eurobeat music, and the looming threat of a job application. Will I finally get out of this never-ending loop? Let's find out.
So tomorrow's my period 3 exam and I'm not excited for that at all. Do you know what topics are going to be in the test? Yes, it's every single topic from paper 1 and paper 2 combined condensed into 1 hour 30-minute paper. This is scary because it's impossible to predict what topics are going to be in there because you cannot fit 24 topics into a paper. And plus I just don't want to study all the content again. So I got some work on the muscles. Come on, I can do this. I only have a little left. Biology is actually no joke. There's DNA, RNA, rRNA, mRNA, primary RNA, mature mRNA, tRNA.
Paper 3 biology was pretty easy. There was a 6 marker on the types of muscles. OCR is being a charity at this point. A big question why gene editing is unethical. CAMP, troponin, and tropomyosin was also on there. Also, plant transport stuff which is boring. However, some mutation questions were quite twisty, just like DNA.
So a bit of sidetracking from chemistry, I'm cooking some tuna and cooking some teriyaki sauce. I've never done this before and my cooking skills are not very good. This is so bad, I haven't revised yet. And my exam is in 2 days. So I cooked 2 slices of tuna, one piece is like a bit more cooked, one piece is like quite rawish, which is quite nice, I like raw tuna. Tuna and teriyaki, let's try it. This is nice. Even though my cooking is a little fishy. My next exam is 1 day later, and I'm getting so bored. It's not even hard, I'm just so fed up. I've been stuck in this never-ending monotonous cycle for a whole month. Maybe I motivate myself to study at like night or something. One must imagine Ian happy. One really must imagine Ian happy. This marks my last time in Costa. I got this ice Americano and cream. No more mid-coffee. Finally good music as well. Not coworker white girl music. No, I didn't get water. That sucks. Because normally at night when I study, I often like grab a flask of hot water up to my dorm because you're not allowed to use kettles and I don't want to use shower water, and I often make like loads of hot drinks, but tonight I just can't do it. At the beginning of the year, my teacher gave me this big book and it says chemistry. I've never read it, but what I've used it for, I used it to kill bugs, door stopper, stepping on it, and lifting. Alright, I just finished showering and I figured the right shirt to wear is my chemistry shirt. Manganese brown to pink, chromium violet green purple, iron green green, iron free, yellow brown, fluoride white, bromide cream, iodine yellow. Let's go! This is the only time in my life where I wish there was a skip button. Like King Crimson can come here and speed up. Reduction is gain, oxidation is loss. Electrophilic substitution, nucleophilic substitution, electrophilic addition, nucleophilic addition, cyanide ions. I came across this thing. This, my friends, is my very first chemistry test in the school. That was like 4 years ago. Oh, this is so cute. I did not know how to name methane. I think I'm good. I mean, I've done as much as I could. It's 2 a.m. I don't want to revise more. I'm very nervous tomorrow, but after 8 hours, gone. Whole exam done. So see you in the other side.
Paper 3 chemistry left a sour taste in my mouth, and by sour I mean a pH of 0.1. That paper messed me up harder than Andrew at the end of Whiplash. It felt like I was living through 1,000 years in 1 second. Why were there 3 different graphs that looked totally unrelated? Where do those yellow solids come from? And the worst of them all, this only costs 1 mark. But as the Le Chatelier's principle says, the system will shift to counteract the imposed change and re-establish a new equilibrium. That's why this mess of a paper counteracts the bullshit easy paper 1 and 2. Now we're back to our chronological timeline. Oh my goodness. Wait. Oh my goodness, I'm so cooked. I am so done for. I have a much better chance at working in Amsterdam than finding a uni in here. I'm not touching chemistry ever again. Let's rank all the papers from despised to mildly annoying. 9. Biology paper 1. 2 things I hate. Weird practicals and plant hormones. Also none of the questions were straightforward. 8. Chemistry paper 3. This is the reality check after 2 amazing papers. 7. Psychology paper 3. My expertise on romantic relationships could not save how bad the schizophrenia section was. 6. Biology paper 2. I mean, it's kind of boring because it's not enough cloning, immunity, nitrogen cycles, and instead I have to explain how to measure the number of insects in a square. 5. Biology paper 3. Could be a bit harder, but at least it ends on a good note. 4. Chemistry paper 1. I made a few silly mistakes, but overall it was way too easy, and that means other people do better, which I don't like. 3. Psychology paper 1. The last question annoyed me a little bit, but otherwise, it was a breeze. 2. Chemistry paper 2. The only redeeming factor of this paper is that I felt like my effort wasn't wasted. Almost all the reactions were on the paper. And my favorite one is Psychology paper 2. Freud is the best 60 marker ever. I can't believe my future depends on that man, and that alone negates the lack of biological clocks and the boring research methods topic. It's surreal that the most important exam of my life, it's over just like that. And to be honest, it wasn't really as smooth as I expected. Sure, I did work really hard for the exam, but part of me still thinks that instead of spending time playing Wordle during free periods, I could have written 2 more essays. Instead of having collisions with friends, I could have studied more reactions. You get the idea. I didn't really see myself succeeding. I spent more time feeling like a failure instead of finding methods to change that belief. I also felt like I was alone in this whole academic journey. Like, when there wasn't enough social support, I lost my motivation. However, I should still be proud that I've gone through this. And not getting the highest grades doesn't mean that I'm stupid or worthless. I'm just not Asian, and I will accept whatever university I end up in. Except for Wolverhampton, that place sucks. My final motto: grades don't define you, but only grades can allow you to define who you are. So, do they define you after all?
What else can I work as? Grocery store worker, a plumber, a prostitute, pajamas day. What if I wear nothing when I sleep? Then one thing about me is I exist. Oh my god. This is not what I meant by maximum effort. I'm gonna go to the poverty-stricken pound and. So what happened, you might ask? No, this is so bad. The thing is that so the thing is that back in year 10, I've checked other places and they're all pretty gated. I don't know why, but that's a thing that I will admit that I will miss it. Absolute zero thing. Final psychology lesson. I'm starting to tear up. No, who am I kidding? I'm not. Why am I making it sound more dramatic? And then we're supposed to stand in a line and then huddle up and then sing songs. I obviously do not want to see everybody sign their shirts because that's an invasion of privacy and I don't want to film them. And this vlog is about me, not everyone else. I sound like those children who tries to be tough and hard, but their biggest ops are like bedtime and homework and teachers. I look like the Phantom of the Opera. Similarity? What's the similarity What's the similarity between me and? What's the similarity between? What's the similar?
I've waited all years. I've waited my entire 18 years. This is not spicy. Tastes like regular yakisoba. This is spicy. Oh, they're not kidding. That's pretty hot.
And I know this is a really rare thing for UK weather, but I'm glad to see it here. Asian people are all over the family. They don't get kicked out of the house when they're 18. They have to be forced to stay in the house till they're 30.
British tea with no milk. What a staple.
What's the similarity between a Discord mod and a Codon? They're both degenerates.
Morale is so low, but I'll still try to cope with it.
It's now 12 AM and I'm very done studying. Where's my English at?
Yeah, bro, your camera is smooth.
Yeah, I know. It's new. A-levels just never end. But you know what they all say? It's a marathon, not a race.
OCR decided studying 16 chapters at once. Which is unsettling. Chemistry 2 was also really good. You can get out now. Chemistry 2 was also really good. And you can get out now. Surreal that the most important exam of my life. I didn't really see myself succeeding.
Guys, I'm so tired after editing.